The $25,500 follow-up video. Hey everyone, Willie Miranda with the Ultimate Success Blueprint. I wanted to share with you a great success story that I received from an agent from out of the area. He took me up on a 30-minute strategy call a few months back. And the question was, he's a newer agent. He was competing against a listing. He was going up against two other agents. One of the agents did a lot of business within that community, in that neighborhood. And he asked me, how can I stand out? How can I be different? Now, when I spoke to him, he had already went on the appointment. He already went on a listing appointment. Thought he did a great job. But the seller said, hey, you know what? We're interviewing two other people, and the other two people are pretty well known in the area, etc. So he followed up with them and, thought he'd get an answer whether or not he got the listing. And they had a death in the family. They had to go out of the country, and they said they wouldn't be back for about 4 to 6 weeks. So he called me up and he said, how do you handle that? What should I do? I really can't mail them anything because they're out of the country. Do I call them? Do I just wait till they come back, etc.? And I told him, I said, listen, agents are lazy. And I'm sure that one of the agents, especially probably the one that feels he dominates that market and dominates that neighborhood, probably won't even call them. The second agent, I don't really know. I didn't have a lot of information on him. But my point is that most agents, especially this time of the year, the lazy days of summer, don't do any follow-up, right? They're just going to wait. Seller said, we're going to go away. We took all your information. We're going to, decide when we're away. When we come back, we're going to list our property. So he says, what do I do? So I said, you got to stand out. You got to be different. Obviously, we can't mail them anything. I said, but you can send them information, educate them about what's going on in the marketplace, send them information about other listings that just came up on the market. Send them anything that went pending within $100,000 range, plus or minus of what their home is. Anything that's closed, send them that. Send them anything on interest rates. Send them anything on, what's going on in the area. But at least do something at least once a week. So he did. Sent out a video every week. One was active, some was closed, pending, whatever that came about. I think there was 1 week he said he sent out 2 different videos because something had came on the market active and then something had closed. Just keeping them informed. A quick 2-3 minute video. Here's what's going on. So with that being said, they came back. They came back 6 weeks later from being out of the country. And when they came back, they called him and they said, we want to list our house and we chose you. And he said, that's great. Went to the house and, took all the listing paperwork and everything else. And when he was there, they said the reason why they went with them is because of the videos. The videos that were sent kept them informed what was going on in the marketplace, kept them up to date on what their values were going on in their area. And they really appreciated getting those updates each and every week. They did say, and I knew this would happen, that the other agents didn't even call, didn't even follow up with them. And so he ended up getting the listing, and he called me yesterday, which was Friday, and said that he got a check for $25,500 on this property, okay? And it was because of the videos and the follow-up videos that he sent. So what's the message here? The message today is it's a great success story. You got to stand out different. You got to be different. You got to follow up with contacts. Can't be lazy in this marketplace. And I see a lot of agents taking a lot of time. I just heard something from a buyer the other day. Said they had an open house. They called on it. It was an open house. They missed it. They ended up calling 3 different agents, and no one called them back. No one even called them back. And they ended up calling our office, and that's how we were able to communicate with them. But she was very turned off by it. But I'm hearing this more and more lately that agents are not calling back, and they're just letting things go, by the wayside, I guess. But my point is that you want to be different. Follow up with video. You could do it with your leads. You could do it with your contacts. You could do it with your current clients that are having birthdays, anniversaries, whatever that may be. Follow up is so important. So I wanted to share that success story with you. Hopefully it's something that you can identify with or use in the future. You might have a prospect now that you're working with, or maybe it's a client that you're trying to get their business from. Use that video. People do love that video, right? So the other thing is, if you're interested in a free 30-minute strategy call, again, I do this with agents not only in my own market but also outside of the market, and really just giving them advice on business, right? Sharing different ideas with them, looking at what their business plan is, seeing if there's things that we can help them in their business. and it's free. We don't talk about my company. We don't talk about your company. We only talk about what's most important, which is your business. So if you're interested in a 30-minute strategy call, go down below. I believe it's in the PS. You click on the link, fill out your information, and we'll get you scheduled for a 30-minute call as soon as we can. So with that being said, scroll down below, leave a comment, and let's go get them this week.